Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of MSATP TV. Joining us today is Tammy Nichols with Walter Kluwer, and she's here to talk to us about TaxAware and give one of our member benefits that everybody has access to. And she's going to walk through the different steps to get into it and the different things that are within the program so that you can have better tax research and information at your fingertips. So Tammy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and Walter Kluwer, and then we'll get started.
Sounds great. Thanks, Bill. Thank you for having me. Wolters Kluwer is your one-stop shop whenever you have to be right. We're here to help you with your tax research, both online and in print publications, as well as we are here to help you with additional CPE offerings through your member benefit discounts. But as Bill said, you wanted me to kind of go over our CCH TaxAware Center today. So I will go ahead and share my screen with you so I can kind of walk you guys through those steps. So I did take a little bit of a shortcut to get us here, but to get to this page, you would log into your MSATP account. That would then click on the perks link, and then you would click into CCH TaxAware, and that will take you to this page. This here will allow new users to go ahead and register for the service, and then you can actually click right here once you have created your account to log right in. You do want to make sure that you come back to this page every time you want to access your research service provided through your MSATP membership. And so that once you click the login, that will take you right into the CCH TaxAware Center.
Right, and you can, that last page that you had up, you can bookmark that page so that it'll bring you right to that page every time, and that way you don't have to go through all the steps to get there. And you can just log in.
Great idea, Bill. Yep, fantastic. And then once you log in, there's a couple of really great resources through this service that I want to make sure your members knew about. The first one is our CCH Tax Briefings that we actually have right here on our home page. These briefings do a great job of alerting members to new legislation whenever it drops. It allows you to get your arms wrapped around the content of those bills, as well as we do some key briefings, specifically throughout the year. We just dropped our 2022 post-filing season update briefing. This is a great briefing to bring everybody back up to speed as to what was happening in Congress while everyone was finishing out their tax season. Another way of being alerted to when these briefings drop, because our hot topic briefings, they can drop anytime. So let's go through the process of getting you set up on an alert that'll email you whenever a tax briefing drops.
Okay.
So what you want to do from the home page is you want to go up here and click on Tracker News. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on sign up for e-newsletters and report letters. Bring up a separate window, which will allow you to select the CCH tax briefings and add those to your subscription that kind of sends those email alerts to you. So you just check on CCH tax briefings, click on the little arrows, so then that way it moves it over to add your subscriptions. Make sure this is the email address that you want to, or type in your email address and where you want the newsletters to go to, and then apply changes. Then anytime a tax briefing drops, you will be sent an email notification. And then just exit out of it. Another great couple of resources that we have in regards to tax alerts or news alerts is our daily state tax news as well as our daily federal tax news. And to do that, we would just click on Add or Modify Trackers. This will bring up all of your tracker options. The ones I was referring to is this daily federal tax news and the daily state tax news. So you would just click on the little lightning bolt here, and this would allow you to customize it. You have the ability to customize by topic. So if you only focus in a certain area, you can just check mark that specific topic. If you only want to be alerted when certain type of documents drop, you can just select that. You even have the ability to add a custom keyword to your customization. If you wanted to be alerted whenever, say, cannabis was coming into conversation in Maryland, then you could say, you know, individual or sole practitioner or S corps, and then you could say, you know, Internal Revenue Service, and then put in cannabis as your tax as your custom search term and click OK. Then that way, anytime that particular topic comes up in any one of those areas as a news piece, then you'll get an email notification. So it's a great way to kind of be on the forefront of knowing when something is happening that is very important to you or to your clients.
Right. That's great.
And that, yeah, same thing with the state news, the state tax news. You can then customize that down to specific topics, but then you can also customize it to Maryland. So anything that's happening in Maryland on those topics, you'll be alerted. But say you don't only have clients in Maryland, but you also have clients in Virginia or New York. So you have the ability to kind of select whatever state that you want to be alerted when things happen. And again, you also have that keyword search customization here as well. So you have a lot of great opportunity to customize news, and it brings it to your inbox. Now you want to make sure whenever you do get a news article that you want to actually go back into MSATP's website and log in to actually access the full article if you don't get the full article in your email, to ensure that you can see the content. Any questions about that, Bill?
Well, how do I, if I have the federal tax briefing and there's something I want to read, how do I go about clicking on something to read the full article?
So when you get an email, it actually has the full article in there. In your email, it'll have the full tax briefing there. Or if you're come back into log into CCH and Teleconnect, you can actually click on the briefing right here from the homepage and just click right into it.
Okay, so they're all hot linked to the actual articles.
Yep. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Another service that I wanted to alert your members to was our Bills Worth Watching. This is a great way to be on the know of what's happening in Congress, like what are they debating, what is coming down, potentially down the pipeline. So what you're going to do is go into your federal tax here underneath all content, and then go into federal tax legislation. And then here's your bills worth watching. Now, the nice thing is it will star right here, and it will add it to your favorites, which will pop it right up in here underneath your favorite section, and you can just click right to it. You don't have to constantly go through the tree. But these bills worth watching, this brings up a nice smart chart for you and allows you to see on the docket. I do apologize. My internet is running a little bit slow today.
Well, it's kind of like my brain today.
Alrighty. Once we're in here, we're in the 100. Once we're in here, we can actually expand out the 117th Congress. So these are all the active bills. So you can see like the Securing the Strong Retirement Act of 2022, but there's 4 more bills that haven't necessarily really been talked about out in the media. So you can check mark all 4 of the, or I'm sorry, all 5 of these bills, and then we can go into results. And what this will do is it'll bring in a nice of what that bill is going to be. So once you get in here, you know what's happened, what actions have recently happened, what's passed. So with all of these, you can actually see they've all passed the House, but they haven't gone into Senate yet. They're still in committee. So when you click the little I for information, it will actually give you a summary of what's happening in that particular bill and what the date of action is going to be. So this is just a great quick resource. So then that way you know what's coming down the pipeline and you can be prepared for it.
Right.
Do you think that would be a great resource for your members?
Absolutely. And one thing I want to reiterate is this is a free service that's provided to all of our members just for being a member. So it's not like you have an additional charge or anything else if you want to use TaxAware. It's all included.
Exactly. And with these smart charts, you do have the ability of being able to save the chart. You can email the chart to yourself. You can print it. So this is, like I said, it's a great resource to keep on top of what's happening in Congress. Alrighty, going back to the homepage, one other thing I wanted to let your members know about is you don't only have access to news and bills worth watching, but you also have access to the Internal Revenue Code and the income tax regulations. So you can access that via the search bar up here. You can do a keyword search, you can type in a code section, and it will bring up the codes, the regs, the cases. All of that information is included in this valuable resource as well.
All right, so if we were to type in there section 144.
You type in 144, hit enter.
I don't know very many code sections. That just happens to be one I do know.
Alrighty, well, it brings right up to you the citation, so you can click right into the section 144. It brings up all of the laws, the regulations, the cases, any news articles related to 144, and your legislative documents. So you have a great resource here right at your fingertips, typing in just the code section. One I had done earlier was like research. So if you're doing research development, if you just type in research, or even just start typing, the search bar is kind of going to give you some suggestions. So maybe you're looking for research and development credit or cost or equipment. You can select any one of these options as well, and it will take you to the relevant citations and codes and regs related to those topics. So a great reset at your fingertips.
Yep.
Any other questions on TaxAware that
so
you'd
that
like
goes
me
through
to
code and regs.
Oh,
So Tammy, that goes through both code and regulations?
Yep, you can click into the regs. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, in addition to CCH TaxAware, one thing I did want to remind your members about is through our partnership, we also have a discount available to your members on all of our CCH publications, as well as our learning solutions. So to access all of those benefits, members can go through that perks section of their login to MSATP's website and click into CCH resources as well as into learning. They're going to route you directly to this page as well, which is cchcpelink.com/MSATP. And this will let you access the publications that we currently have on highlight, which we have our upcoming Master Tax Guide Special Edition, which will be released in May, and includes content on the infrastructure bill. And we also have access to our upcoming webinar calendar as well, where again, your members can save 25% off the books, as well as the learning and self-study courses. So we have a lot of great options for you guys out there.
Right. Well, if anybody's looking for very specified topics, this is a great place to go and get them, because generally the CPE that we offer is more general in nature. So sometimes you have a case or a client that you're working on that you need more specialized knowledge on. So this is a great place for you to be able to go and get that specialized knowledge.
Exactly, and the best way to do that is you can do searches up here in the search bar for topics on CPE, or if you want to take a look at it, you can actually click into our webinars, and this will bring up our entire webinar tool, but then it also has a filter. So if you're looking for specific areas, you can add down by a number of different subject areas, or if you're looking for specific levels of course, whether it be just an update or intermediate or advanced, we have all those options for you as well too. So here's kind of a at a glance calendar, but then you can also click more, and this will take you the full calendar and let you see everything that we have available. Now, the
And if
other
you don't
thing about
find a
this
webinar
website
that
is
you're
you
looking
do not
for,
have a promo code that you have to, as long as, go ahead, Bill, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, and if you can't find a webinar that fits your particular topic, you can look at the self-study courses, and they may have what you're looking for.
Exactly. We do take a lot of our live webinars and convert those into self-study courses. So there is a very large library of content, whether it be live webinars or on-demand self-study courses. Oh, what I was going to say too is you do not need to use a promo code whenever you place something in the shopping cart, as long as you start your search for publications or webinar CPE through the cchcpelink.com/MSATP website, the discount will automatically apply for you into the shopping cart. So let's say, for instance, Bill, you want to register for this cost-effective cybersecurity for small businesses. Well, if we click on that webinar, it's going to take you to a webinar description, and then it's going to allow you to through everything. You will see down here at the bottom, underneath of the fees, the Society of Accounting and Tax Professional fee is compared to the regular cost. So you already see what your discounted rate is, and when you add it to the shopping cart, that discount will be applied with no promo. And you can use with your, and
Wow,
there's your
that's
discount.
nice.
So no promo codes needed.
It couldn't be any easier for our members to get all the
Alrighty.
education and the
Was there
information
any?
that they need.
I 100% agree with you. It's very easy to do that. Was there anything else that you'd like me to cover, Bill?
If there's any more information on the TaxAware side that we could explain to our members, you know, how they can get some information and the email information again, that would be great. What all is available to them.
Alrighty, and what I can always do is I do have some step-by-step instructions that I can share with you guys that you can add to your TaxAware Center page here. It does look like we have some instructions for setting up your tracker news with the video, so always refer back if you have any questions or issues setting up those tracker news. But I do also have like a PDF help members set up the tax briefing alerts, because that's a little bit different than the regular tracker news. So we can always add that to the website and for a resource for your members. And members, feel free to reach out to me directly as well if you have any issues. My contact information's on the page. I'm here to help you guys in any way that I can.
Very good. Now, on the book publications and everything, you were saying that the mid-year Master Tax Guide will be coming out. Is that something that's now being published twice a year, the Master Tax Guide?
Yes, it is, basically, because our Master Tax Guide, normal Master Tax Guide, is different about. So as you guys have in the past few years, Congress likes to pass bills right there at the end of the year, which is when we have already gone to print with the regular Master Tax Guide. So that has kind of instituted us doing a special edition, comes out the following May. So that encompasses any of those bills that were passed right there at the end of the year, like November, December, but then it includes anything that happened in the first part of the year as well, because we tend to go to print with a special edition around the April timeframe. So we're going to ensure that include everything that happened at the end of the year and during tax season in that updated version of the special edition Master Tax Guide.
Okay. Now, does CCH publish a Master Sales Tax Guide? Because I do a
We
lot
do
of work
have
with
a
sales
U.S.
tax.
Master Sales and Use Guide.
Okay.
We do. So if you actually do a search, so let's just say, for instance, you wanted to do sales and use, and what we have available, you can type sales and use into that keyword search, and our sales and use and August. So at this point, you can purchase last year's publication, or you can pre-order this edition that's coming out. And we also have a sales and use answer book as well, which is a lot more than the U.S. Master Sales and Use. So you have kind of that high level, kind of that same format as the Master Tax Guide as a sales and use guide, but then we also have the answer book. So you have a couple
Okay.
of different options when it comes to sales and use.
Uh-huh.
So this one right here is the U.S. Master Sales and Use Guide.
All right.
So
I
yes, we
myself
have
need to order one
publications
of
that
those.
cover a very large range of content areas.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. I'm just bringing that up for you. There you go. And then that way you're able to see, this is the one that the 2022 edition will be the one coming out later this year in early September. But as you can see, you know right from this description page what your discounted rate is. And again, no promo code needed when you add it to the shopping cart.
Okay. Very nice. And if you look at that, that's a nice savings from 245 down to 183. You know, so your membership helps to pay for itself.
Yep. Exactly. 25% off any publication. And when those books get kind of expensive, 25% off definitely saves you a good chunk of money.
Yes, it does. And if our members were to sign up for the CCH TaxAware on their own, roughly what would the cost of something like that be so that they get an idea of what they're saving by being a member?
With the CCH TaxAware Center, for a member to purchase on their own is well over $1,000. So you guys are saving a good amount of money with your membership to MSATP and getting access to that as a member benefit.
Okay. So for your membership fee every year, you get the benefit of this, and you're looking at saving $1,000 if this is a product that you would use in your day-to-day practice.
Yes, and then on with that saving, and then you take on top of that savings on publications that you purchase on an annual, as well as additional CPE, you've probably saved, you know, upwards of $1,500 to $2,000 on an annual basis, depending upon what all that you need access to.
Right. That's a significant savings for our members.
It's a huge savings, and we very much value our partnership with MSATP.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to talk to us about? We got a couple minutes left.
I think we got everything out there. We will be sending out, we will have a fall early bird promotion that'll be starting in July. I know it's a little bit down the road, but that will be an opportunity for your members to save even more on some of our top fall publications. So be on the lookout for more details on that promotion closer to July.
Okay. And maybe you can work with Walter to make our website a little bit easier for people to be able to click through and get to the things that they want.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you again, as always, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much, Bill. Very much appreciate you inviting me on and letting me get the opportunity to share our member benefits with your members directly.
All right. Well, thank you and have a good day.
You too, Bill.